morning, everyone. Day 3 today in Hong Kong. We'll see what today has in store for us. The weather looks nice. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Nothing is open yet. We'll see to find something to do before everything opens. So we'll get the day started. Just got off that minibus. Another crazy in-city minibus drive. But anyway, we made it here. That saved me about 55 minutes of walking and only was about a 4-minute drive. We are now going to be scaling another mountain. Check out this incline. This is legitimately 20 degrees plus. And this is like steeper than going up a set of stairs. And there's buildings built like this. We continue to walk up. Now we're going to be reaching a set of steps, and even the steps are at an incline. The trucks are struggling to go up. This is crazy. That is definitely not good on the engine, the transmission. But nonetheless, they seem to be doing it all the time. We're now taking the steps rather than walking on the sloped pavement, as I personally like taking stairs more. And we continue. Remember, we didn't even get to the mountain yet. This is just still city streets. Once we get to the mountain, I don't know how the slope is going to be, but we'll find out. There is now some glimpse of a mountain. It looks like that's where we're heading. I really hope it's not that tall, or that's not where we're going, but if so, I mean, that looks like hundreds of meters higher than what I already climbed. According to Google Maps, I just climbed about 300 meters in elevation. Therefore, we'll see how much taller we are going to have to climb. We have made it to the base of the mountain. Now we have the actual mountain to climb, but we did make it to the base. Therefore, we will see what the rest of the mountain looks like. This is actually crazy. I was not expecting to do this morning at this time, but other people are doing it. Looks like I'm going to be doing it too. But this is like going up very steep steps. And the mountain is still very high up. Well, there's a washroom up here in the mountain. What they don't know is I took 2 poops and 2 pisses this morning just to be sure that what happened yesterday doesn't happen today. Came prepared, and we now continue to press on up this hill. Hard to talk and climb this hill at the same time. I'm sure if I practice some sort of breathing techniques, I could do it. 7 in the morning, I'm still half dazed. We continue. Imagine you're just walking here and somebody wants to be a real dick and just decides to push you. And look where you fall. You basically fall to your death. There's survival rate here is 0.00001%. I don't know if that's true, but honestly, out of all the things that I've said these past few videos, that's probably the closest fake fact to being accurate. It is now about 7:40 in the morning. Just ate a piece of grass or something. Maybe like a spider egg that was thrown at me. I don't know what's going on. Don't look up. Anyway, that's good advice, by the way. When you're walking in these parks, don't look up. Just keep going straight. It's about 40 minutes we're walking up this hill. It seems like many people stopped near this one bench area that there was. However, those benches looked highly inadequate. Therefore, I decided we will press on and just destroy our feet instead. I believe we've arrived at the steepest part of this hill. We are now going nearly, I'd say, 30 degrees. I mean, look at my steps here. That will not stop us. At the same time, we passed by a bench. There was 2 very old people sitting on it, and whether they're coming down or going up this hill, that's very impressive. So good for them. And if they could do it, I could do it. And if I could do it, you could do it. Finally reached one sort of area where it's a bit of an outlook. And just to give you an idea, that's how high we are right now. That is a 50-story building, and we are as high as it is right now. But we continue to press on upward. You know, when people are going to ask me, how is Hong Kong? How are the fancy restaurants? How are all the cool things that you saw? I'll tell them, I just went up and down hills. You know, my trips are usually not conventional. They're not comparable to the usual tourist attractions. And I don't mind it. I like it that way. No fancy restaurants, none of this fancy or expensive stuff that Hong Kong most definitely can't offer you. Just us. Walking up this hill, just me out of breath. Sunscreen leaking into my eyes. Another outlook. We keep going. We continue to press on and upward. Check out those benches. Look at those benches right there. Those are not majestic enough. There's too much shrubbery and trees around. Just can't do it. I can't go sit on those. You never know what's going to fall out of the tree. Once again, never look up when you're in these forestry areas. Never look up. Just walk straight. Don't look at the trees. Don't look at the bushes. Just walk straight. Stay focused. And always keep a reserve amount of energy in case if ever you have to just gun it. You just got to sprint. Keep a reserve amount of energy all the time. You know what I'm talking about. If you know why I do this. The unfortunate reality, but that is why I do it. Didn't even notice, but the whole time I was walking up towards this building, which looks like a Battlestar Galactica type building. Not sure what goes on in there. Maybe that's where the tram is. I know there's a tram to come up, but I wasn't spending $20 to come up, which is why we walked. That's half the point, but I think it is the tram. If ever you're near the peak, this toilet right here has to be the cleanest public bathroom I've ever seen in my life outside of Japan. Definitely worth it. Just fun note. It's always good to know these things. Remember, when you're traveling in these areas and you're going around, especially in touristic areas, you always immediately look for where to buy water and where you can take a piss, where you could wash your hands. It's very important anytime you hit a touristic area. It's like when every time you book an accommodation, you check the nearest laundry places, you check the nearest pharmacies. It's just all these little things that you check. Obviously public transit, amongst the many other features. It's just little important tricks, tips and tricks from Matthew in Motion. We're very much in motion. I mean, we're doing the channel justice with all this moving around here. And here is the peak, by the way. Here is the building. It looks like we are very early because there is nobody here. All right, there is absolutely nobody here. Okay. Is it closed? Nobody told me anything. We'll walk around, I guess. That peak over there, that's the mountain that we saw at the start. Realistically, that's probably going to take me 4 to 5 hours to get to, if I'm being quite honest, even at my pace. Therefore, we're going to not climb up there. Either way, I think it might only be workers only or something. There's like some telecom stuff going up over there. We'll explore around over here at the peak lookout or whatever they call this, and we'll see what this area has to offer, and then we'll get out before the crowds show up. Then we're just always trying to avoid the crowds. I mean, even though we're in the most touristic areas. What am I talking about? Just cut this clip. No clue where I'm walking right now, but we're walking ahead here on some random path that is off of the touristic area now. And I'm really starting to think I need to get into better shape, because if those old women are going up the hill while screaming at full capacity at their dog, then I'm doing something wrong if I'm going up the hill and just trying to spew nonsense on camera and I'm running out of breath. When I get back to Montreal, I really need to start taking my health seriously, because this is crazy. They're doing that and I'm over here just choking and coughing. I saw one of those placards or whatever that says, "Do you want to know what the native species are of this mountain?" There is nothing less that I would like to know right now than the native species of this mountain. I would pay a disrespectful amount of money right now to not know any of the native species in this mountain. I just want my ignorance to keep me bliss as we continue down this trail. I've now been walking on this path for about 15 minutes, and see, the thing is about walking these paths is that if it's 15 minutes one direction and I'm still in the middle of absolutely nowhere, it's at least 15 minutes to get back. So every step I take forward, I have to think that I have to take this step back at some point. And I still don't know where this road is going. This could be a dead end. By the way, look in the distance. That doesn't even look real, that building. Definitely looks like it's some sort of a CIA cover building or something in the mountains of Hong Kong, or I don't know what's going on, man. Won't say that too loud over here. Who knows who's listening through my phone right now in these parts of the world. But yeah, let's just get out of here. Look at that building. Let's get out of here. It is now 30 minutes I'm walking on this same path, and at this point I've committed an hour. Because remember, it's 30 minutes one way, it's at least 30 minutes back. And it goes without saying that we've climbed up quite a bit of altitude at this point. I think we can confirm that that is in fact the case. This road is still going, and we're now 40 minutes on the same road, which means it's at least 40 minutes to come back. We'll see where it goes. It's got to go somewhere. There's got to be a grand reward to us going here. There just has to be. One way or another, we're going to have to make sure of that. So we continue to press forward and hope at this point that there's some sort of reward. Very windy up here. I'm holding the camera very close to me to make sure this doesn't fly out of my hand. Holding my hat as well. This feels like I'm on top of the mountain with the wind. I think there's a lookout up ahead. Maybe that's what people are coming back from. We're gonna go see if there's a lookout, and we'll see if we could get a good shot or a good view or see something. But right now it seems to be quite smoggy. And I think that might be just due to pollution, because there's no real clouds or anything in the air right now. It might just be pollution, but I have no idea. We'll say it's pollution and just continue to spread misinformation as we've been doing. That orange building there is where we started at the base, and this is where we are now. Looks like there's construction up ahead, therefore we're forced to turn back, and I guess the view was cool, but was it an hour and a half cool? Anyway, we're gonna head back to Victoria Peak, and we'll go back to where there's that CIA building, and we'll see what's going on over there. We are up upon a mountain right now at Lions Pavilion or something. Every time I'm standing atop a mountain like this, I always think of how long it took me to get up, and that it's likely going to take me just as long to get back down. We are now on the Peak tram, and it said online that this is always full and to buy your ticket in advance, but there's maybe 12 people on this train right now. Therefore, I'm either really lucky or I was lied to. I guess we're going to find out if this train fills up or not. According to the sign on the wall, we are 363 meters above sea level. This feels like when you're at the amusement park and you're going on the kids' rides and the roller coaster looks like it should be fast, but it's not. This is what this feels like right now. I've made it out of the train. That was a nice little train ride. Very, very slow, but it does feel like a kiddie ride. But I mean, sort of worth it considering how much time it saved me. Now we'll see, just to have maybe a snack or something, and then we'll continue on with the day. It's about 9:30 now. Nice little garden plaza, garden area here in the middle of what looks to be corporate Hong Kong. Something else I noticed as well is the antithesis. We're still potentially incorrectly using that word between old Hong Kong buildings and new is crazy because they are stuck next to each other and they are on top of each other. And I mean, you turn the corner and you'll see buildings that look like they've been neglected for 365 years next to buildings that look like this. The urban planning is all over the place here. I swear to you, crossing the street is so difficult in Hong Kong. I mean, even here, like I just need to get to this building here, and this bridge above does not connect with this staircase either. That's just, it seems to be very complicated, but it's about 10 minutes now I'm trying to cross the street. So I think when nobody's looking, I'm just going to jump the gate and run across because this is crazy. I am right now on a gondola ride up here in the air. It says maximum 17 people or 1,000 kilos, which I assume they don't mean 17 North Americans because 1,000 kilos is definitely not 17 people from where I'm from. Currently Sunday evening or whatever time it is back home. If I was employed right now, I'd probably be preparing to spend my next business day on Excel for 8 hours, but instead we're here in the mountain. Just got out of that cable cart, so the idea makes sense that you get to the top of the hill faster, except for the fact that I waited about an hour to get the ticket, because if you try to buy it online, it just doesn't work on that website. And then not only that, even if you do buy your ticket online, there's still a huge line for that because you still need to trade in your online ticket for a ticket. Then to buy the ticket, there's 18 caches, only one cache is open, but yet to hold the line of people buying tickets, there's probably 15 employees. Therefore, you had a bunch of those gondolas going up that were completely empty because they just weren't selling tickets fast enough. So the whole process is highly inefficient. Highly do not recommend. Super expensive too, by the way, but next time I'm just going to find a way to get up here, take maybe a bus or something. The views are cool. They're cool for about a minute and a half. After that, it stops being cool. So we made it here to the top. Also, I'm quite certain that someone in there farted, and despite the extreme wind and the swinging of the gondola, it did not air it out. We live, we learn. Let me make the mistakes so you don't have to. We've now made it here, wherever this is. Some village in the mountains or something. Let's just I don't know. Let's cut the clip. Just cut the clip. We have reapplied the sunscreen, took out the old one, reapplied an extra thick layer. For some reason my forehead is still burning even though I'm wearing this cap. This is still from day one, by the way, but anyway, we'll manage. Now we'll figure out what to do here. Something tells me with that big boot up there that we will have more stairs to conquer, which I think stairs are becoming the theme of Hong Kong. That's really what it is. Maybe we should have done something where we were looking for the mythical staircase, but maybe that's for the next time that we visit. Can't tell if these are stray dogs or what, but some of them have collars and they're just walking around here, just doing their own thing. I don't know what's going on here. Man, so many jokes that could be made right now. I'm just not gonna make them. So many. The potential is crazy, but I won't make them. Not gonna make any of the jokes. It's too easy. It's it's too much of a low-hanging fruit. Let's just enjoy the scenery. Well, if it isn't another staircase, just as planned. And so The next climb begins. And we made it to the top. Very clearly says, do not toss coins, and that man is tossing coins. It's all good. More steps. Even once you reach up here, there's more steps to go even higher. And I think maybe we enter by the other side. While I am up here in the middle of a mountain next to the Big Buddha, looking over other mountains, just received some bad news from some of the boys at hockey. Such is the way it goes sometimes. We will resolve it for the next 2 weeks. No point in me filming this because none of them are probably ever going to watch this. I might not even put this clip in the video. Just had to mention it anyways. Looks like there's some sort of monastery in the distance. We're gonna see if we could get there or get close or what's happening. And then we're probably gonna head down to Tai O or Tai O, or I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's like a fishing village that's not too far from here. Maybe we're going to be going there. We will now start descending steps and we'll take it from there. This is the Polin Monastery, Grand Hall of 10,000 Buddhas. I wonder if that's literal or not. Let's go check. Let's go see if we could spot 10,000 individual Buddhas. Let's go check this out ourselves. What else is there around here? For once in this channel, we're going to fact check something and not fully spread misinformation. Let's figure it out. They said this was the hall of 10,000 Buddhas, but I only see 3, so we're still missing a lot of Buddhas. We'll try to find some, but they did say there was 1,000 or 10,000. There's definitely not 10,000 Buddhas. I mean, there's 5 in there, there's 3 in here. Seen a few statues here and there. I mean, we're missing like 9,900 something. This is like taking hyperbole to the next level. I didn't even pay to be here, and I feel like I want a refund after that. Where are the rest? Just decided to take a bus to a nearby fishing village, as I mentioned earlier, and hopefully this will help quell the disappointment of only seeing 8 of the 10,000 Buddhas. We'll see what's over here. There better be fishing going on, I swear. If I come here to a fishing village and I don't see anybody fishing, I'm never coming back here. And I'm gonna say a lot of bad words. It looks like there are people maybe fishing. Or I see fishing equipment, but I don't see any fishing going on. Let's go find some people fishing. I have no idea what any of this is. Ah yes, once more, another market where everybody's selling the exact same thing. It's the same everywhere. All the exact same things. What's interesting is a lot of these places are selling the exact same things that you find in markets everywhere in the world that you could just buy on Wish or AliExpress, and yet they're still selling them at the exact same price. So if you're wondering where all that margin's going, it's definitely not going to transportation because it's all the same stuff. Look everywhere. It's all... I don't really know if people live here, if they just work here, or what the boats have to do with it. But the only boats I see working right now are the tourist boats. All the other boats seem like they haven't ran in a very long time. And all the fish looks like it's deep fried and flash frozen or vacuum sealed, so I can't even tell. Is it fresh? Is it not? I don't know what's going on, man. I have so many questions. So many questions. All the exact same stuff everywhere. It's crazy. Everywhere, the exact. I just don't see the appeal with any of these markets. It's all the same stuff. Something I don't understand as well is why is it when you cut out the middleman and buy direct from the market that you pay more? Makes no sense. And it's the same thing back home. Why is it when I buy directly from the market, I'm paying more? It's the same shit, but if it goes to the store, it costs less. Anyways, let's just keep walking. I'm just following other tourists here at this point, or people I perceive as tourists. But we'll see where we go. Maybe there's another mountain around here. Who knows? As soon as you walk 50 meters outside of the tourist entry, suddenly there's not a single tourist in sight. It's crazy how that happens everywhere as well. See, we're just seeing pattern recognition occur here. That's exactly what we're seeing. It's the same thing no matter where you go. Just saw a 10 Hong Kong dollar Pocari Sweat. Still way more expensive than the ones that I was seeing in Japan. The cheapest one that I've seen here, because here the cheapest I've seen was about 3 Canadian, which is 15 Hong Kong dollar, and now I seen one for 10, which is 2 Canadian. So it looks like in these back streets you might find the deals. Maybe. Where are we even going? I don't even know where we're going right now. Yeah, that's a creepy gate. You see, when you see a gate like that, you don't even need a security system. You know I'm not coming in. You just know I'm not coming in. Nobody who doesn't belong will not be going there. I promise. When you have a gate that looks like that, nobody's going in. I could guarantee that. I feel like these benches could have definitely been majestic to some extent, like some of the other majestic benches we've seen that are faced outwards. However, there's this construction. But the benches, the cleanliness, the surrounding, I feel it fits the bill. This would have been, man, this could have been something. Wasted potential. Wow. Where are we? The problem is like I mentioned earlier today, while climbing that hill, is that for every step you take, you need to take that step back. If I'm walking for 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to walk back for 5 minutes. It looks like there's a massive Chinese tour group approaching. You see that? You see that? Here, let's just peek it. Nah, we can't do that. Let's get the hell out of here. Once those Chinese tour groups show up with the buses and the flags, it's over. It's over. We need to get out of here ASAP. Those people, and it's nothing against the Chinese people. It's against the Chinese guide tour or guided tours. It's against the tours itself. It's brutal. It just leaves a trail of devastation behind them. I mean, let's just get out of here before I get bombarded and ran over. It's over. Should I maybe take a right over here? Maybe I should take a right. What's on the sign? There's absolutely nothing that is there for me to take a right. So it looks as if that might be a dead end, but I feel it's not. But clearly they don't want tourists there, as there's nothing for us. And you know that these signs are for tourists because the English is written in the exact same size as what I assume is the Mandarin. Anyways, let's cut this clip. Let's just get moving. We're gonna head back to some sort of mild civilization. On another note, despite not necessarily eating too much today, I had a chocolate muffin and maybe like a chicken salad sandwich. I can't remember what I had today. But anyways, all that aside, we did well to release the demons in the toilet this morning, so we didn't have to go on a search for a place to do that later on. So we did well. By the way, I think all of these buildings are the ones that touch the water. Yes, they are. All these buildings touch the water. Interesting. Oh, here's the gate again. So we're not too far. We're almost back to where we began. All right, let's keep moving. Even though I'm walking rather briskly, I could hear the trail of devastation approaching behind me. So I'm not picking up the pace to gain a lead over it, because I know that once they get here, it's over. And you might think there's maybe 10, 15 of them, but they're usually in big packs, 75, 100, 120, usually 2 buses at a time. Double deckers, maybe. Who knows? Anything's possible here. Just get out of here. Let's just start walking faster. Let's pick up this pace. Let's move. At this point, we're going anywhere, just going in any alley to get away from that incoming herd of a guide tour. Let's go see what the water looks like. Let's check this out over here and see what it looks like from this point of view. Hey, look, a cat. Yeah, the jokes write themselves. I'm not going to say it. Cool. Not much more to say than that. There are what looks to be some turtles in a cage. I'd show you right now. However, I don't know if they're dead or alive, and I don't want to show any dead turtles on the video, but they are right there. I'm just waiting for one of them to move so I could tell. Oh, they are alive. Look, they're all alive. Yep, those two are moving. They are definitely going to be turning into turtle bisque within the hour, perhaps. Walking through some more alleys, we'll see what we see over here. I don't even know if this is public or private property, but we'll walk through them anyway, and we'll see. I guess it is public property. Oh, doesn't bring us anywhere. Okay. Well, we keep moving. You know what it smells like around here? It smells like, you know when you buy a new iPhone case for your phone and you open up the package? That's what it smells like. I'm not really sure how else to explain it. All in all, don't recommend this place. Honestly, it's just all a big tourist trap, and not even at that. There's not really much being offered here, not much to see. This is private property. Let me get out of here. But anyways, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's just, I don't know, head to the city. All these places, it's just people yelling at me, selling boat rides to see pink dolphins, but yet everybody who comes off the boat is talking about how they didn't see any pink dolphins. So why would I go? Why would I do that? Let's just keep moving. Let's for real get out of here now. And we are now back in the city, finally. We could smell some pollution, about time. And we'll see where we go from here. Yes, we are still going up steps, still. Everything's under construction here, everywhere. Trains, streets, buildings, everything's under construction. It's like everything's under construction. Everything's being torn down or rebuilt, or I'm not really sure what's going on. It looks like they're expanding in land taking and in building and height at the same time. By the way, I just want to mention this drink here, the Haesong CNC Grape, the 2025 Sakura Limited Edition. I don't know what they put in this stuff, but this is like crack. It's the third one I buy. I need to stop. It's not good for the teeth. It's the caloric intake as well. It's just really not good for the teeth. The fake white trees. We saw the real ones. But yes, they have the fake ones just about everywhere. I don't know where to get one of those, how to source that, but I will tell you, if this channel ever makes any money, the first thing we're doing is we're saving up for one of these. We're gonna get one of these and we're gonna put it in the hallway. Imagine people just walk in and you have this in your hallway. Talk about making a statement. For sure you're gonna seal the deal. You would absolutely do business with somebody who has one of these sitting in the hallway. I know I would. We're gonna see to walk the pier over here. It seems like, once again, there's even construction here as well. I mean, you look in the backdrop, there's construction, the whole back. There's buildings, even when you're on the train, even when you're going on the outskirts, there's construction everywhere. Towers going up, 50, 60 floor towers, I mean, that are just going up in the middle of nowhere, just surrounded by mountains, and there's these towers being built. They're just getting a large influx of people, maybe. I mean, they need to do this kind of thing in Canada with the lack of housing, except maybe not tiring houses like this, maybe some single family homes that, you know, people could finally sort of somewhat afford, but that's a whole conversation on its own. I'm not going to get into that right now. We're on the pier, we're just hanging on the bench. It's crazy how I'm all alone right now in this park on the pier, when I'd probably say maybe 100 meters that way, not that far off, you can't really see, but just behind those trees over there and all the way to the Ferris wheel, it's completely packed with people. But yet here, I'm alone over here in this park, just hanging about. Once more, this speaks volumes about how no matter where you are, it's the same thing. People will always congregate and huddle up in their own little spots, in the tourist spots. But even over there, there's not much more than there is here. I mean, there's like maybe 2-3 food trucks. And one of those food trucks, I didn't even want to take a photo because I was so disappointed. There were people there. So when I started around the Ferris wheel, I started at around 4 o'clock, I'd say. And at around 5:30, I circled back near there, and the same people were in line for Mr. Salty or some food truck or something. The same people, I saw them still in line over an hour for Mr. Salty, or I don't even know what it is. Is it ice cream? Is it? I don't know. I saw that and I got so discouraged, and I was like, this makes no sense. This honestly makes no sense. And then I just told myself, you know, I got to get out of here. And that's exactly what I did. And I came here. Probably none of this is going to make the video anyway, because I don't have anything of significance to share right now, but I just wanted to share this little peaceful moment that I'm having over here, just hanging about. Tomorrow morning we leave for Bangkok. I scouted out already the public transit that I need to take to get back to the airport. Now I still got to go back, got to do laundry, got to fix my bag. I've been trying to buy socks because I just threw away a pair yesterday, and I might throw away another pair within the coming week because I may have completely obliterated them while climbing these mountains. Don't come here to shop. Even brand names like Adidas, Nike, all these things are substantially more expensive than they are in North America. You see, this is what I mean. I need to get out of here. There's the buses, the flags. I need to get out of here. You see, this is what I mean. Just, it's brutal. We need to get out of here. This is exactly what I mean. About 3 minutes ago, it was not like this. A bunch of buses just pulled up out of nowhere, and now this is what it looks like. I swear to God, there was like maybe 3-4 empty buses, and now it's just everywhere. It's packed. It's crazy how quick it happens. See, and this is why you have to be very quick at moving. So now we're going to move and get out of here. It's truly a takeover. Look how many. There's even more showing up now. They're all showing up at the exact same time. I'm telling you, it's not a joke when I say these things. It's really not a joke. And once more, this isn't to blame the people. I mean, the people, they're the ones who are just paying for the service. It's to blame the tour guides and how they run it, and the tour operators, because they're just bringing way too many people. They have them do the most generic stuff, and then they're just trying to upsell them with the photos and the this and the that, and time pressuring the people. That's what you get. It's like I even see the tour operators who are saying, like, forget the garbage, just put it on the side and just leave, you know? Well, they don't say that, but you could see that they're gesturing it as they're speaking whatever language. And these people are really the scummiest ones, and they're the ones who cause all the problems. And yes, they mostly are the Chinese tour operators. That's just really what it is. Everywhere in the world it's like this. I've seen it everywhere. In North America, in Europe, and other Asian countries, I've seen it. Ended off the evening just doing some laundry. Walking back now, I'm in a park. While the laundry was running, I just decided to sit down and watch some people play soccer. It's nice to see these families playing soccer at this time in the evening. Mothers as well playing soccer with the children, the young children. It's nice to see, that people are doing these activities outside. Develops long-term relationships, and I just think it builds character better than most things. Maybe I'm biased because I played sports too for a very long time and still do. Crazy, 9 o'clock. Mothers with their young children playing at parks outside. We don't see that where I'm at. The only thing you see at a park after 7 p.m. where I'm at is just people dealing with no mothers and little children. And one final set of stairs. Lots of stairs these past few days. Here we are, the final one before we call it. Good morning, everyone. We are in Hong Kong International Airport, and today we are traveling to Bangkok, Thailand. Fun fact about Hong Kong Airport is it looks like it has 540 gates, which is unheard of. For the first time, I was asked to check my bag because it was too heavy. I did buy the extra check-in baggage anyway, but nonetheless, I was trying to bring it on the plane. It didn't work. Also, my flight is at least 45 minutes delayed. So first delay of the trip. And anyway, I'll get back to you guys, hopefully once we're in Bangkok.